peeps, here we are. Let's get cooking with Kimmy. So it's been a while since we've been in the kitchen, but we're excited tonight because we're gonna pull together a lot of stuff in a limited amount of time. Kimmy loves to cook and have a couple of glasses of wine. So we have our Santa Margarita. I'm gonna open this and then we're gonna start time. So tonight we're gonna cook all kinds of meals. We're gonna start with some chicken parm. There's our sauce for those of you that were here a long time ago when we made Kimmy's sauce. And then here's the chicken. Here is all the ingredients for the chicken cutlets, because we're doing cutlets that will make 3 different meals. We have all of our spices together here. We have our broccoli rabe over here. That's gonna be ready for 1 meal. Spinach for another. And then we have Kimmy's famous garlic salt. Can't make anything without garlic salt, people. And we have some Italian herbs. Excuse me. We have some parsley. We have some chicken broth. We have grated cheese, chopped up garlic, olive oil, salt and pepper. We have some burrata mozzarella, some sliced mozzarella, some white beans, salt and pepper, and of course our chicken has been sitting in the egg dip. We also are gonna make some garlic bread tonight. So here's our bread. So over here in our dip for our cutlets that everything's gonna revolve around, we have some Ritz crackers, which I always do with my chicken cutlets. We have some panko. We have some breadcrumbs. We have some grated cheese. And then we have some parsley. So what we're gonna be doing tonight is we're gonna be making a chicken cutlet dish that sits over whipped potatoes. The chicken cutlet will be crunchy. Then we're gonna put on top of that some of the white beans, and we're gonna top it off with broccoli rabe. Our other dish is just gonna be a plain and simple chicken parm. And we already have the sauce made. It was in the freezer, easy breezy. Then we're gonna say, what other dish can we have during the week? So we're setting ourselves up for a whole week's full of food. So we're gonna just have plain chicken cutlets one night with some sauteed spinach and the leftover mashed potatoes. Because our goal is to cook for an hour and a half, 1 day a week, and then bring everything together throughout the week. So we put some time into it in the beginning, and then our meals are prepped. For those of you that are working a lot, this is the best way to prepare. You want to be able to use leftovers, use stuff that you have in your fridge, and just make your meals within 10 minutes when you get home from work. So let's get cooking. All right, so we have our Ritz crackers, we have our breadcrumbs, we have our panko, grated cheese, parsley. We're gonna add some Italian spices, easy to get at any grocery store, and then the famous garlic salt. And like I've always said, more is better, people. So just gonna mix this around. Obviously, during COVID, we want to make sure that our hands are nice and clean, which mine are. And once that's all mixed up, we're just going to test the oil. The vegetable oil really needs to be hot because what we're doing is we're making nice crispy chicken cutlets. So I'm just going to throw a little dab of the egg dip, and right now it's not hot enough, it's not boiling enough. So I'm going to do it one more time. Yep, we're almost ready to go. So as soon as we see that really boiling, that's when we're going to start frying our chicken cutlets. So see how it's ready? So we're going to take our chicken cutlets. We're going to take the chicken. We're going to make sure that we dip it into the breadcrumb mix really well. We want to have a good layer on top of there. And we're going to start putting them in. Again, this is something that you really want to make sure your oil is nice and hot because we're looking for crispy, not soggy. If you put your chicken cutlets in too early, they're going to end up getting soggy. The oil is going to get into them, and that's not what we're looking for. So, while we have the chicken cutlets going and getting nice and crispy, we're going to start the broccoli rabe. So we want to keep things moving. So what we definitely need, we turn the olive oil on, it's starting to get hot, and we're going to add our crushed garlic. And like I've said, people, more is always better. So see how much I put in, and we're going to add some parsley. And we're going to add, where's that garlic salt? My favorite spice of all. Do you see how much I'm putting in? More is better. Now we're going to just do a little turning of the chicken cutlets. Jesse, get right into it so you can see how crispy they are. They're crispy. They're really crispy. And don't forget, this is going to make 3 meals. My feeling is that what we want to do is we want to cook. If you're going to make a mess of your stove, if you're going to be frying stuff and smelling all shitty, you want to make as much as you can once during the week and be done with it. And that's what I do. So I could have these 4 cutlets, although not in my family, but in most families. My family, there'd be 10 just to feed the clan. And, oh, shouldn't say clan, sorry. Feed the gang. And we want to make sure that we're just making enough and getting it all done and being done with it. Come over here, Jesse. Now you see, we have the garlic. It's starting to brown a little bit. And we're going to put the broccoli rabe right in. So we have the spices in there, we have the broccoli rabe in there. The one little secret that I put in my broccoli rabe is some chicken broth. So I'm going to go ahead, put that right in, and I'm going to put the cover on it. Now, with my broccoli rabe, as I've said, I cook to prepare for the week. So this has 2 heads of broccoli rabe in it. I'm going to add 1 more. Because the other great thing that you can do You can make broccoli rabe sandwiches. You can take a chicken cutlet for lunch and add broccoli rabe on it and a little provolone cheese. And now you have sandwiches for the week. So this is what I'm trying to create, is as many meals as I can, doing it in an hour and a half at home one night or my Sunday fun days, so that we're prepped for the week. It's all about being prepared, especially for those moms that work. You need to be prepared. All right, peeps. So we're in the middle of getting all these cutlets cooked, and we have the broccoli rabe cooking. And the big thing to know about the broccoli rabe, this is my choice, not everybody's choice, but I like to cook the out of the broccoli rabe. I want to make sure that it is as tender as can be. Over here, we have the chicken cutlets. They're going. But what you're going to see is we're starting to run out of a little bit of oil. So if that starts happening to you, because you're cooking a lot, you need to add some more oil to the pan. Okay, so we're coming to the end, people. Let's have a little cheers for Kimmy. Let's get cooking with Kimmy. So, we have our chicken cutlets already done. Our broccoli rabe is done. And what we want to do, as you can see, the broccoli rabe is cooked really, really good. So now we're going to add some cheese to the top of the broccoli rabe. We still have the spinach to go. We have the potatoes ready to be whipped. Garlic bread is ready to go. Parmesan is ready to go. And we are gonna finish this up now. So here we are, people. We're coming to the final end. We're gonna do the garlic bread. We're gonna take some butter. We're just spreading it on, peeps. Just spreading it all over. That's right, just like this. Okay? Get some butter. This was about 1/2 of a stick. Then we're gonna take a little olive oil, just pour it over like this. All good. And then put some fresh garlic on here. Yummy, yummy, yummy. You might be smelling tomorrow because we're eating lots of garlic. Some on here. And then Jess, take a look over here. So we got our chicken parm all set. Put our burrata cheese on it. We're gonna just put that in the oven. We're gonna bake that. Our broccoli rabe, we have some grated cheese on there. And then look at how many chicken cutlets we still have left. So many things to do with chicken cutlets. Over there, we have our spinach. We have our cannellini beans cooking. And right here, we have our mashed whipped potatoes getting ready to be whipped up. All right, so we're gonna finish up the garlic bread. We're gonna put some sliced mozzarella on there. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yep, that's right. Lots of cheese. We like our cheese. And then some Italian spices all around. And Kimmy's favorite of all, garlic salt. That's right, we got garlic salt because garlic salt makes everything taste better. And then we'll dab a little bit of Parmesan. We're gonna stick this in the oven for about 15 minutes. And when that comes out, all the meals are gonna be done. All right, so we're gonna do the whipped potatoes. Those go a long way. Don't forget, if you don't use them all tonight, you can use them another day. So we have potatoes, some butter, some milk, and some sour cream. Of course, we have salt and pepper. No garlic salt in this dish, people. So we're gonna really whip it up good and make a big freaking mess, because I don't know why I'm making a mess, but I am. Oh geez, I better slow it down a little, because there's potato stuff flopping all over. All right, so start slow and then go to the highest speed. And we're gonna go high. And we're really gonna whip it good. Whip it. Whip it good, people. Because we want whipped potatoes, not mashed potatoes. We're looking for whipped potatoes in this. And if they aren't getting whipped enough, add some more milk. But I think ours are good. They're coming into the whip mode. And you'll see why we want them whipped with our first meal. Salt and pepper was already included. I might not have said that. And sour cream you can do, or you don't have to do. That's all in your taste. Garlic salt is definitely one of my key ingredients when I'm cooking. I'm gonna put some garlic salt in here. Little basil. So we have garlic salt, we have basil, and we have parsley. Not fresh, but it'll do. We're gonna turn the heat on high and let it get hot. And I'm gonna put some pepper, black, in here as well. Think about being grateful. Think about gladness and think about kindness. Everyone today going through COVID and dealing with the situations that we're all in, it's hard. And what I would like to see everyone do is give back. Give to your neighbor. Give to the old person that lives next to you that doesn't have anybody coming and visiting. Go see them, even if it's standing outside. Or bring them a meal. Like, be kind. The whole thing in life is giving back. It's about the go-giver. So the more you give, the more that will come back to you. And especially during these times, it's so important to do that. So the one thing that I can ask everyone that is watching is to be kind, to give forward, to give back, and just have a heart. And know that whatever you do will come back to you. So, people, here we are in the final makings. We have our broccoli rabe, white beans, our crispy chicken cutlet over whipped potatoes. This is our first meal in an hour and a half that we cooked. So now we're gonna see what everybody thinks about it.
I love the way the chicken is crispy. You put potatoes on it and a couple of beans. Excellent.
Yeah. I love all of them together because mixing all the flavors just is key, yeah.
What she said was really the truth, because I didn't know if I was going to enjoy mixing everything together like this, because I like my food separated. But this is amazing. It's very, very good. It's a very nice flavor in your mouth. Very nice.
The beans and the chicken and the potatoes, they just pop in your mouth. It's amazing.
So here we are, meal 2, an hour and a half cooking, and look what we got. Now, we have chicken parm with garlic bread with cheese. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Now, if this was a meal for a night, all you'd have to do is boil a little pasta, throw some sauce on it, and now you have a full meal. We're eating like pigs tonight, so we're cutting down the pasta.
Well, the chicken is delicious, but the addition to the bread makes the meal.
Makes it so good and it's perfection.
Okay, people, so here we are in the final stages. We're at meal 3, all right? Don't forget, an hour and a half. It makes sense to make a lot because it'll last you the whole week. So, chicken cutlet, corn on the cob, which you can do in 5 minutes when you get home, sauteed spinach, and the leftover mashed potatoes. Here's another meal. Your family will be so happy. And all I can say is, salute and have a great night. Love you all. And so cheers and let's get cooking.